Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road Premium in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have a 3.5-liter V6 engine. It is automatic transmission. Gets up to 278 horsepower, 265 pound-foot of torque. Got towing capacity up to 6,400 pounds. Up front, you've got your LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, fog lights down below, and underneath your front logo is your front-facing camera. Onto the side here, we have 16-inch alloy wheels. Then you have your Tacoma logo on both your front doors. Side mirrors include integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and then underneath here you have additional cameras to contribute to that surround view camera effect. On both your front handles, you'll find these two double lines. We'll talk about those guys more on the driver's side. Heading back, all your rear windows come with factory tinting. And in the back here, we currently have the bed lamps turned on. These guys can be turned off or work automatically with opening and closing of doors. You'll also find that middle panel of the rear windshield is inset. That guy is power adjustable. We'll look at the controls for both of these when we get inside of the cab. Now, on either side of the bed, you'll find your TRD 4x4 off-road sticker. On the back of the unit, on the right-hand side, you have that V6 badge. You have the Tacoma logo inset here. Down below, you have your hitch receiver, and looking straight through, you can see that the spare is mounted underneath. On the handle is where you'll find your backup camera. To open up your bed space, reach in and release the handle here, and it can gently lower itself down from there. Don't mind the snow in here, guys. This is Canada after all, but we can take a look along the inside of the bed. We do have the tie-down hooks throughout the back of this vehicle, and you also have bed rails. On the right-hand side, you have a storage compartment and a power outlet. To close it up, just reach down and bring your tailgate upwards back into its starting position. Now let's go take a peek along the inside. Inside, the interior upholstery is the black Softex leatherette. It has this black stitching and this texturing on the seats themselves. Up top here, next to your driver's side rear headrest or next to the middle headrest, you'll find this little fabric strap. Reach up and release this guy to access the storage spaces in behind your seats. Similarly, there is storage down below. You reach in behind the seat, lift it upwards, and then you have access to these little areas. It runs the whole way across the bed itself. It's also lockable, as you can see here, so things are going to be nice and secure when they are down there. Looking forward, on the back of your front passenger seat, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have your cup holder spaces, and currently we have the Tacoma rubber mats installed inside this unit. Inside the door, you have two different storage spaces and your power window control. Now back again to these two double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand here or in here to lock and unlock your unit. Inside, power windows here for both front and back. You've got your window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. Up front, you have electronically adjustable seats, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. Hood release on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Top of that, controls for the rear bed lamps, automatic headlamps, your rear power outlet, so 400 watt AC 120 and 100 watt, traction control, and your surround view camera. So if you give that guy a press, your infotainment will turn to this camera view surrounding yourself. You can press it one more time to change your perspective, and then once more just to head back to the original screen. Next, let's take a look at the steering wheel. So this guy is black leather with black stitching. Left-hand side, controls for radio, volume, and hands-free communication. Right-hand side, up top, is the controls for the dash display. And then down below is your adaptive cruise control, which includes sonar and lane departure. In the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now you're looking at the customizable home screen. Everything you can see in here can also be accessed through the side button panel. So underneath home we have your menu settings. This is where you have access to adjustments for destination, audio, phone, app, projection, info, display, and setup. Setup is more of your specifics. Things like Bluetooth, audio, phone, voice, nav, traffic, clock, language, theme, color settings. You've got your screen layout, animations, etc. Under menu is audio listening, so you have access to your AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters throughout. And then all the way at the bottom is your built-in navigation. It is touch sensitive for full ease of use. Right hand side, you've got all of your radio controls, tune scroll on the bottom right, volume control on the bottom left. Underneath here, you've got your climate control center. So dual climate control up front here means you can either have your temperatures synced up, or if you turn off your sync, they will then be able to function separately from one another. Defrost for your front windshield and side mirrors here. We also have 3 levels of heated seat controls for driver and front passenger. You've got your 4-ways here, dial control for 2-wheel for high and for low, and your push start ignition. Underneath, you have your BSM sensor, ECT power, and this is a control for that little panel of the rear windshield. You can take a look at them in action. Press the button in to have it roll over, pull the button up to have it roll closed. This guy just allows you to get some extra airflow inside your front cab space. Next to that, you've got all of your charger options, so your USB and 12 volt, and then you have this guy. So if you give that a press, the light will come on, and if you can see, not sure if you can with the lighting, but this little symbol matches the one on the pad down here. So this pad space down below is actually a wireless charging pad. It is compatible with all wireless charging devices. It's got a nice built-in tray design, so your phone is going to be super secure when it's tucked in back there. And having this means you also don't have to worry about having charging cords inside your vehicle ever again, though of course if that's your preference, there are plenty of different adapter options for you. And if you don't want to be using it for the wireless charging option, you can just press that button, the light goes out, and there's no more power supply to the wireless charger. Behind that, you've got your cup holders, gear shift, parking brake, more cup holders again, console space all the way at the back. You can open this guy up. You do have some chargers inside here. It's hard to see in the angle, but there is a glowing one on the front end inside here. On the right-hand side, you got a lockable glove box, got the Tacoma logo on the right-hand side of it. Up overhead, 1, 2, and 3 houses, those guys are your garage door openers. Then you have your control for your MTS and your crawl. You've got your rear diff lock, SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and controls there for the moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road Premium in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.